Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston here. Today I'm back for episode number 5 of my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise series here on MLB 17 The Show. So today we are back with another episode. I apologize for being pretty inactive, I think for pretty much the last week and a half. So for those who don't know, my school that I go to runs on trimester systems, which means right now I'm in the middle of my third trimester, which means right now I'm smack dab in the middle of midterms. So I've been pretty bogged down with work the last couple of weeks, which is why I've been pretty inactive. But I'm hoping that pretty much the worst of this part of the term is over, so I should be able to get back to regular posting over the next couple of weeks, and then we'll see when finals come around, end of May, early June. But other than that, my summer is looking like it's going to be pretty low-key for the most part, so I'm hoping I'll be able to put out plenty of content over the summer. And we're taking on the Chicago Cubs. In this episode, Chicago, after starting out kind of slow this year, has definitely taken control of first place in the Central. I'm talking about in the game, not necessarily in real life, although they are only like 13 and 12, I want to say, in real life, something like that. But we're taking on John Lester. He is on the mound for Chicago. Take a look at the starting lineup for Pittsburgh today. We've got Gregory Polanco taking the day off, facing off against the lefty. He's actually performed pretty well so far this season, but we needed to get him a day off anyway. Why not do it against the left-handed throwing Lester? So we got Harrison in left field, Freese, and Mercer in the infield for today. If you missed it in the beginning, Phil Gosselin did go down for a month or two. I forget what injury he had specifically, but we ended up, I forget who we called up, actually. I don't even remember because I recorded this video, like, I want to say 2 weeks ago or something like that. But anyway, we've got Ivan Nova on the mound for Pittsburgh today. He got one strikeout already in the first inning. Check out this double play. Josh Bell making the grab on the line drive and then tagging out. I think that was Jason Hayward right there for the double play. Now Nova facing Addison Russell. He gets Russell swinging on the curveball. So Ivan Nova, of course, picked up at the trade deadline last year by the Pirates from the Yankees. He went on to only walk 3 hitters the rest of the way. I think he made 8 or 9 starts for Pittsburgh. Only walked 3 batters. I think he's only walked like 1 or 2 batters so far this year. So his command has improved ridiculously since that trade. Obviously, Pittsburgh has renowned pitching coach Ray Searage and one of the smartest front offices in baseball. If you guys are a fan of baseball books and sort of statistical analysis, sabermetrics, that kind of stuff, I would highly recommend reading Big Data Baseball by Travis Sawchik, which kind of details a lot of what goes on in the Pirates front office, specifically looking at their 2013 season, which was sort of their first, successful season. I think it was their first winning season in something like 20 years, and it was the first real successful season in this kind of recent turnaround for the Pirates organization. But check out Ivan Nova getting a base hit back up the middle there. Of course, that pitch was pretty much right down the middle, so hard to miss that one. Still, though, a nice piece of hitting by Nova. Now it is McCutchen up with 2 down. He's going to get under this one, popping it up onto the infield right side. It is Anthony Rizzo camping under it. He will make the grab for the third and final out of the inning. So it's 1-0 Chicago here in the third inning. Jemiah Weeks at the dish. He's going to rip one towards left center field, but check out Josh Harrison making the running grab. Now, Harrison, I'm not really the biggest fan of as a player, but his positional versatility does come in handy quite a bit, especially playing in the National League, where we get to utilize things like the double switch. Also, take a look at Jordy Mercer making a nice play at shortstop. He is getting the start today against the lefty. That is when he usually will play against lefties, and showing off the range right there at shortstop. Then it's Kyle Schwarber going down on the fastball, just browsing right there. Now it is the top of the 5th inning. Mercer at the dish, 1-0 count. He's going to ground this one softly. Russell with the pick at short. Throw to first is going to be in time. That will go for the first out of the inning. And take a look at the ERA leader so far this year. Garrett Cole with a 2.02 up there, but John Lester also in the top 5. So you can see the kind of competition we are facing today here with a man on second. Hayward blooping this one towards right center field, but Starling Marte with the running grab. A couple people had asked me in the last episode if I was going to honor Starling Marte's 80-game suspension. I decided not to as of now. If you guys have been wondering, I have been honoring Jung-Ho Kang, effectively being suspended. Of course, the real story behind it is that he couldn't get his visa in the U.S. after, I think, his 3rd DUI over in Korea, and you see Marte hitting the solo home run right there. But so he has not been playing. My plan for him is to just keep him inactive the whole season, and then I might bring him back next season. I might try to trade him. We'll see. Marte, I think I'm going to just keep active for now, but at the same time, we are out of it. If you guys really wanted me to, as I look more towards the trade deadline, probably selling pieces. If you guys really wanted me to, I could honor the suspension, but as of now, I don't really think I'm going to do it. So here we go now, getting a little bit of a rally going after the Marte home run. Harrison is aboard, and then McCutchen with a base hit up the middle. It's going to be first and third now for the next batter. a good run scoring chance here for Pittsburgh with no one out in the inning. Cervelli up at the dish. He grounds this one to the shortstop, so no RBI on this double play, but it does get the run home, and the Pirates do have a 2-1 lead now. So we take the lead, looking for Ivan Nova to try and hold it. At this point, it is Chris Bryant up. He goes down on the curveball with a man on. That was a good run-scoring chance for the Cubbies. But still now, the heart of the order due up. It is Russell with 2 down, the 0-2 count, and he goes down on the curveball. Second time Russell has struck out on the curveball this afternoon. Now top 7, Josh Bell at the dish facing Carl Edwards. He goes down on the changeup. Jaso up later in the inning with a man on third and 2 down. He also going down on the changeup. Tried to check the swing there. Wouldn't have mattered. It did find the edge of the zone. So on to the bottom half of the 7th. Felipe Rivero on, as Jaso was a pinch hitter for the pitcher Nova. So we've got to turn to the bullpen now. It's Rivero up. He is going to strike out Contreras there on the high fastball. Now into the top of the 8th, it is Harrison up with a man on. A runner stealing, that is Marte, and he is in there safely with a stolen base. As you can see, Koji Uehara on the mound now for the Cubs. 2-1 count. Marte heading for third. Pitch inside. Contreras from the knees, not in time. And just like that, we got a man on a third with no one out. Harrison, he is going to take the walk right there on the 3-1 count. So Uehara does not walk a lot of batters, but he walks Harrison right there. Now it's McCutcheon's turn, 2-2 count. He's going to ground this one to the shortstop. The throw goes home, and Marte is out. A great play by Russell. I actually did not send Marte right there. He was gone on contact. I definitely wouldn't have sent him with no outs in the infield in. But all well. Base it right into right field right there for Cervelli. That's going to get a run home, as I believe the runners were actually off on that pitch. So that was what helped us get home, even though Hayward does have a pretty strong arm. Now Polanco pinch hitting here. He's going to fly one towards center. Runner on third, back to tag. He is going to test it. The throw home is cut off. The relay in time. So McCutcheon is gunned down at the plate, and we're going to head to the 8th inning. So I made an interesting choice here to bring in Watson in the 8th inning because I wanted him to face the heart of the Cubs lineup. This is kind of a philosophy I had with my relievers. I don't really abide by the closer role or the closer mentality. I just want to use my best reliever against their best part of the lineup, and that part was due up right now. You can see he walked Rizzo. Now Bryant is up. He gets him to line out right there. Basically, yeah, that did got a little bit lucky right there as that hit off Watson, and he strikes out Schwarber. So we get to the heart of the order. Does allow one man to reach, but is through it successfully, and then we're going to have to turn to Antonio Bastardo for the 9th inning. So a little bit of a tough spot here for Bastardo, who's had a very terrible year, but one of our only relievers who was available for today's game. And he starts out by hitting Addison Russell to lead things off in the 9th. Not a good start. Now it is Miguel Montero up, and he is going to get hit almost in the head right there. Now, this was not intentional or anything. Bastardo was pretty much already shook at this point, so his confidence was gone. I had to turn to someone else after he hit a second straight batter. It's going to be Daniel Hudson, who enters the game with a 4.33 ERA so far on the year. Much better against lefties than righties, surprisingly. He's facing Contreras with 2 men on and no one out, but he gets the strikeout right there. A big out number 1. Now 1 man down for the next batter. This is Montero. I'm not sure who was up before, quite honestly, but Montero is going to earn the walk right there. So the tying run is second base right now. Jemiah Weeks up next. He bloops one to center field for a base hit. That's going to get down and score a run. You can see I sort of misplayed that with Marte. So the runner is going to advance to third. Now the winning run just 90 feet away for Jason Hayward. The 2-2 pitch. He flies one to right field. McCutcheon camping under it. Runner from third looking to tag. McCutcheon's throw home is going to be offline, and that does it. The Cubs walk off with the win. Matt Scherzer, I don't know how to say his name, but he comes home with the game-scoring run. He was a pinch runner, so he was not the guy who got on base for Chicago. But there you have it. So my sort of decision to use Watson in the 8th inning does not pay off right there because we did not have anyone in the 9th. Now, that is not to say that whoever I pitched in the 8th inning, if it weren't Watson, wouldn't have done the same exact thing that they did in the 9th. But either way, I thought this was kind of an interesting game just because even though I like to think when it comes to baseball, I'm like the smartest man in the room and I have all the answers and stuff like that, my philosophy and my decision-making definitely backfired on me this game because I had no one to close out that game. And if you want to use that as a good counter-argument for what I believe in, I think you'd probably have a good argument. So anyway, that's going to do it. Let me know what you guys thought of that decision. And that is going to do it. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I hope I will have more consistent videos the next couple of weeks. And I'm out. Peace.